Alright, I know I'm a little late to the party, but bro, what just happened? Damian Lillard is on the Milwaukee Bucks. I repeat, Dame is a Buck. Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo are teammates. Jimmy Butler is complaining to the NBA about the Bucks tampering. The NBA world feels flipped up on its head right now, and I am loving every minute of it. This quite literally may just be one of the biggest trades ever. We are all witnessing history, and there's a lot to go over when it comes to this trade. How will Dame fit with the Bucks? Did the Blazers get a good deal? And did the Bucks actually tamper like Jimmy Butler said? Let's talk about it. So, Damian Lillard, possibly one of the most loyal NBA players ever, this summer requested a trade, and when he actually did it, the NBA world was so surprised and very happy for him. He's one of the very few players that people actually wanted to leave their team. And it's because we all knew that there was no way that he was going to win anything in Portland. So when he requested this trade, he gave some teams that he wouldn't mind going to, like the Nets and the Celtics, but most importantly, the Miami Heat. He had his sights set on Miami from the jump. He made it very clear to the Blazers front office and to the media through interviews and quotes saying how he wanted to play for the Heat. And now it has almost been exactly 3 months since he requested this trade, and for the past 3 months it's been crickets. We've heard nothing else about this trade. At a point in time, I assumed the Blazers just were gonna be like, nah, we're not gonna trade you. You're the best player on our team in our franchise history. Why would we? Dame would have had to play, he would have still been on contract, so Portland technically didn't have to trade him away. We didn't know if the Blazers were gonna respect his preferred trade destinations. We didn't know anything. But what nobody expected is for the Milwaukee Bucks to swoop in like a hawk and completely ruin every other team's hopes and dreams of having Damian Lillard on the team. The Milwaukee Bucks, you know, the team that 2 years ago was winning the championship, and the team with Giannis Antetokounmpo on it. The Bucks were not on Dame's list of teams that he would like to go to, but I can't imagine he's too upset about what's going on right now. In Miami, he would have had a team full of dogs and people willing to do anything to win a championship. And the odds of him winning in Miami were very high, but Miami doesn't have Giannis. People were almost talking about Giannis leaving the Bucks and teaming up with Steph Curry on the Warriors. But now we get to see similarly how that would have worked out instead with Damian Lillard. The Bucks have barely made any significant offseason moves in the past few years. The team has pretty much stayed the exact same. But after the Bucks lost in the first round to the Heat last year, you could tell they needed to change. So yes, the trade is official, and overnight, the Milwaukee Bucks have become the favorite to come out of the Eastern Conference and to possibly win the championship. And the chances of us seeing a 2020 Finals rematch has never been more realistic. This time with Kevin Durant and Damian Lillard added to the mix. The Bucks have won a championship with Chris Middleton as their second best player, and as great as he's been, he isn't even on the same level as Dame. Like, it's not even comparable. So at this point, if the Bucks don't end up winning a championship in the next few years, this team is going to be looked at as a major disappointment. Now, like I said earlier, this was not supposed to happen. Dame was not supposed to be in those green and black and whatever else colors. No, he was supposed to be rocking that red, white, and black in Miami. He was supposed to be with Jimmy Butler. He was supposed to be with Bam Adebayo. And the fact that he's not is very disappointing for Miami fans. And it was disappointing for people that play for the Heat, like Jimmy Butler, who went on his Instagram story and decided to call out the Bucks for tampering.
Yo, NBA, man, y'all need to look into the Bucks for tampering. Y'all do. I'm just gonna put that out there. Y'all didn't hear it from me, but I heard it through somebody. Y'all look at him for tampering.
Even Tyler Hero quote retweeted it and said what he said. Now, I don't know if they just know something we don't know, but I'll say it makes sense that the only people really complaining about this trade are the people that play for the Miami Heat right now. I completely understand being upset you just missed out on a player who could have helped you out win a championship, but going on Instagram and calling out another team and the organization you play for tampering, it is quite literally one of the dumbest things I've seen an NBA player do recently. Your team just went to the NBA Finals. You're one of the best players in the world, and when a trade doesn't go your way, you're gonna call them out for tampering and cry about it on Instagram? I don't know, like, it's funny and I get the frustration, but making it clear to everybody that you were that passionate about getting Dame on the team and that you were that in your feelings about it. For one, you're showing everybody that you don't believe you can win without him. And also, why are you not keeping the same energy for every other team and player in the NBA who's tampered before? And you just know Giannis and the Bucks are looking at that video, smiling at their screens. Because without him realizing, Jimmy Butler just showed his entire deck of cards to the team that he's probably gonna have to face in the playoffs. Think of all the situations in that Heat vs Bucks series where the Bucks just needed that one extra scorer on the team. And now they have Damian Lillard. Like, I can't even believe this is actually happening. Saying the Bucks have Damian Lillard just feels so made up. I'll cover briefly what I think is going to happen with the Portland Trail Blazers. It's not much that we didn't already know was going to happen. It was a 3-team trade, and the Blazers ended up getting Drew Holiday and DeAndre Ayton. And they'll be paired up with the exciting new rookie, Scoot Henderson, who has a lot of potential to be an amazing player. They are most likely going to be either a play-in team or a team that doesn't even make the playoffs. But if Scoot pans out to be the star we think he's going to be, things could be very bright for Portland in a few years. All in all, this is literally one of the biggest trades I've ever seen. The storylines behind it, the shock factor, and how much it's going to change the NBA, it's going to be a while before we see something like this happen again. And thankfully it did happen, because this has been one of the most boring off seasons we've had for a while. Like, barely anybody has made any real moves, and most teams are going to look the exact same. Until this trade happened, and finally, Damian Lillard is no longer on the Portland Trail Blazers. It's going to be weird seeing him in any other jersey just because of how long he was there and how much his loyalty to that team meant to him and his character, but it's for the best. And if this team can stay healthy, there is no way they don't win a championship in the next 3 years. Let me know what you guys think about this trade. The NBA just got a lot more exciting, and I cannot wait to see this team play. Let me know your predictions and thoughts in the comments below, but that's all I've got for today. Thank you all for watching. And with that being said, I'm out of here, and I'll see you on the next one.